What's up, sports bettors? I got 6 player props for today, and we're not going to be looking at prize picks, but we're going to be looking at a new prize picks competitor. It's called Parlay Play. And why do I have videos about Parlay Play, even though prize picks is the more popular platform? Well, it's pretty simple, right? I've been able to find more profitable bets on Parlay Play. In these videos, I'm just showing you for the sports books I have access to, right? You may have access to different books, but I'm just showing you where I'm finding value, where I'm finding an edge, right? If I find a bunch of profitable bets on Underdog Fantasy, I'll have more videos about Underdog Fantasy, but I've been finding a lot of value on Parlay Play. Signed up a few months ago, up $2,355. So it's a really profitable platform, right? So anyways, let's just go ahead. Let's get into some of my picks. So the tool I started out on is right here. It's called the Sportsbook screen, and it's pretty simple, right? All this tool does is it reads in lines from, Parlay Play, Underdog Fantasy, all the sports books, and as sharp bettors, we're looking for value. We're looking for an edge. So if we zoom in, you're going to see, okay, for Jalen Brunson, for Jimmy Butler, there's no discrepancies in where books are setting the line. There's no value. There's no bet. Right? All the books have Butler's line at 28.5 points. There's no major discrepancies in the odds. For Brunson, all these books have the line at 27.5. There's no value. For Gabe Vincent, 9.5. Right? But if you keep looking, and what you can actually do is you can search for a specific player if you want. But what you're going to see is for Bam, his line on Parlay Play is 18.5. Right? If you go to these other fantasy sites, which are direct competitors to Parlay Play, right? They work in very similar ways, is what you're going to see is Underdog Fantasy, right? Prize Picks, they have Bam's line at 18. All the sports books have his line at 17.5 points. So basically, Parlay Play's at 18.5. We have 2 data points, Prize Picks and Underdog, 2 other fantasy sites who have his line lower at 18, and then all the sports books have his line at 17.5. Right? So Parlay Play, it's too high relative to the market. We found a discrepancy. There's dozens of sports books telling us that Bam's line should be at 17.5, and the other fantasy sites are at 18. So Parlay Play, they're too high. We want to take the under, and you can look at any other market you want. Again, just like sometimes I find more profitable bets on Underdog, and that's a benefit for having, multiple sportsbook accounts, is you're going to see Prize Picks is running a promo. They're letting you bet on Embiid over under half of a point. They're bringing his points line down from 30.5 to half of a point. So this is a super profitable promo on Prize Picks. So there's benefits to having more than one sports book. And the main reason is, you never know where the value is going to be. You never know which sports book, because all these books set lines independently, you never know which book's going to slip up and offer profitable bets on a given day. But anyways, what we can do next is kind of, obviously get into the rest of my picks. So Parlay Play been a pretty profitable platform for me, and it's a new Prize Picks competitor. So it works in a very similar way to Prize Picks. So if you look at Prize Picks, right, what you're going to notice is any 6-pick entry you create. So you can see, it doesn't matter if you take overs, unders, it doesn't matter at all. This is the payout you're getting. You go 6 for 6, 25x, 5 for 6, 2x, 4 for 6, 0.4x payout, right? You look at Parlay Play, and it's slightly higher. Any 6 picks you select, if you go 6 for 6, just like Prize Picks, you're getting that 25x payout. But if you go 5 for 6, you're getting a better payout than Prize Picks. 2.5x on Parlay Play versus 2x on Prize Picks. Right? So Parlay Play, it's like a new competitor to Prize Picks, slightly higher payouts, so it's easier to make money on Parlay Play, right? And in these videos, I'm just showing you guys how I'm trying to make money, where I'm finding an edge, stuff like that. So what we can do, right, we know these payouts for Parlay Play are fixed, right? It doesn't matter if you take overs, unders, this is always the payout you're getting. So what you can essentially do is back out what percentage of my picks, what percentage of my player props do I have to win to be profitable? So I'll include the spreadsheet in the description, but literally all I'm doing is breaking down these payouts on Parlay Play right here and backing out what percentage of my picks do I have to win to be profitable. So what you're going to see is on Parlay Play, you got to be able to win these over-unders correctly 53.22% of the time to be profitable. Right? And I know I explained this in other videos, but the thing is Parlay Play is a simple platform, right? I'm not saying it's easy to make money. I'm not saying it requires no work to run up, 2.4K of profit. I've spent time doing it, but it's a simple platform, right? They don't change your payout based on you selecting over or under. Any 6 picks you select, this is the payout you're getting. So basically, all you have to do to make money on this platform is win at least 53.22% of your player props. So that's called your break-even win percentage. So what that means is if you can win, right, your player props, so just like Jalen Brunson over under 27.5 points, if you can get these correct 55% of the time, above 53.22, you're going to be profitable. You can win 55% of your picks, lose 45%, you'd be profitable. If you can only win 52%, losing 48, you're not going to be profitable. So the way that Parlay play, right, their business model, how they make money, is they assume you don't have an advantage, right? And if you have no advantage, you have no edge, you're only going to be able to hit these over-unders correctly 50% of the time. You're going to win 50%, lose 50%, right? That's no advantage. Like if you were to randomly select Jalen Brunson over or under 27.5 points, you're basically flipping a coin, right? It's 50% to show up on heads, 50% tails. You have no edge, no advantage. So you're going to lose money on parlay play. That's their business model. But there's an easy strategy for beating them, right? And all it requires is, hunting through the market on a daily basis, looking for value. So what you want to do is you want to turn to the sports books. So one of the betting tools I use is right here. It's called the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer. And you can use this, again, for prize picks, underdog, no house advantage. Sometimes there's more value on parlay play. Sometimes there's more value on underdog. I had some plays on no house advantage that I gave out on Twitter. So you really never know, right, which book is going to have the most profitable bets on a given day, which book's going to slip up. It's just like being an investor if you think about it, right? Sometimes there's really good investments, in the tech industry. Sometimes it may be in real estate, whatever. So what investors do, what hedge funds do is they hunt through the market, look for underpriced assets. And it's no different here, right? We never know which book is going to have value on a given day. So what you're going to see is, according to OddsJam, Andrew Wiggins is under 16.5 points, right? Wiggins under 16.5 is 55.37% to win. So that would be a profitable player prop, above 53.22%. So basically, it's like, okay, you want to take all these picks in green. Like, if you don't care about the math, you just want to take these picks in green because they're all winning above 53.22% of the time, right? So Draymond over 7.5 rebounds, Gary Payton under 9.5 points, Lowry under 4.5 assists, Gabe Vincent over 15.5 PRAs, right? These are all the plays you want to go with. They're all, right? OddsJam is literally scanning through. Like if we open up Underdog Fantasy, it's not easy to find profitable bets. These sportsbooks do a pretty good job at keeping their lines in check. So you're going to see on Underdog Fantasy, there's only one profitable play. Jimmy Butler over 6.5 assists, only one play in green. So again, like it's hard to find player props where the sportsbook is screwing up and you're winning them on parlay play over 53.22% of the time, but it's easier to find value on parlay play compared to prize picks because they offer slightly higher payouts, right? So your break-even win percentage is lower. So for Wiggins, the reason this bet is so good, the reason this NBA player prop is so profitable is if you look at the sports books, right, they all have his under 16.5 points as the heavily favored outcome. And you can actually open up a line movement chart and you're going to see FanDuel, right, has just been ripping odds lower on Wiggins' under. Same with DraftKings, right? They've ripped it down from minus 120 to minus 150 now. So all of the action has been coming in on Wiggins' under, right? So clearly, all the sports bettors, the market, maybe sharp bettors, the syndicates, whatever. Maybe it's due to lineups. Maybe lineups changed around and he's expected to have less minutes in tonight's game against the Warriors. Lines can move for any reason. Injuries, lineup changes, sharp action coming in, right? Just like the price of a stock. They're making more money, a positive article about a new product, the price may go up. The market's reacting to new information. It's the same thing here. If all the sharp bettors start pounding the under, sportsbooks are going to move lines in favor of the under. So, long story short, what you're going to see is every book is telling you Wiggins' under is a lot more likely than his over. And this is from the OddsJam Positive EV tool, where I find a lot of my plays. Positive EV tool, right? And this is where I find a lot of my plays on parlay play because this tool is pretty simple, right? It just shows you spots where sports books have an under really heavily favored or an over. In this case, it's Wiggins under 16.5 points. Because we know on parlay play, all we got to do to be profitable is win 53.22% of our picks. So we want to see spots, right, where sportsbooks have an under really heavily favored or an over. In this case, it's Wiggins' under. So just following the data, right, guys? Like nothing complicated going on here. Everything just based in data. All the sports books are telling us the same thing. Wiggins' under is a lot more likely than his over. And Parlay Play is a platform where they're not changing your payout, right? Based on you selecting overs versus unders, your payout doesn't change. So obviously we want to take Wiggins under 16.5 points. So my 6 player props on Parlay Play are Bam under 18.5 points, Wiggins under 16.5 points, Lowry under 4.5 assists, Vincent over 15.5 PRAs, Randall under 22.5 points, and Draymond over 7.5 rebounds. Let's go Lakers, and let's make some money.